This is 5 on your side at 10. Focused on you.
Right now at 10, tonight we are in storm alert. There is a flash flood warning in effect for Perry County, Missouri, as heavy rains begin to move out of the bi-state. Good evening, I'm Holden Kerwicki. Brent Solomon has the night off. Some parts of the metro saw as much as 6 inches of rain fall over the past 24 hours. Weather First meteorologist Jim Castillo joins us now. And Jim, there's a lot of water out there on the roads, but what do people really need to know tonight?
Well, there's a lot of flooding down south in our southern counties. That's where we've seen 3 to 6 inches of rainfall. And so road closures are now numerous. And let's go ahead and show you where those warnings are. They're in the green area. So Phelps County, Reynolds, Iron, Madison, southern St. Francis, southern St. Genevieve County, now Jefferson County in Illinois. But Perry County actually had a flash flood warning, and that still is in effect until midnight. But that rain is moving out, which is great news. Still very heavy rain, though. Mount Vernon, Illinois, finally beginning to taper off. Even around Flora, still raining. And the Doppler weather radar does show the rain really coming to an end for St. Louis. But just to the west, though, still a little bit of shower activity that we have to get through probably just after midnight. Then this rain finally completely shuts off. We're at our high for the day, 46 degrees. Dew point actually went up. So this storm system's powerful and it's cool for us, but definitely to the south, a very nasty situation. We have flood issues here, but a tornado warning issued right now around Winona, Mississippi, with a large and dangerous tornado on the ground. And Holden, we were talking about Rolling Forks, Mississippi, with massive damage being reported from large tornadoes down in that area. So several on the ground right now.
It's a very scary situation down there, Jim. And here locally, we want to remind people, if you come across floodwaters like this, turn around, don't drown. This is a video from southwestern Missouri where they're being hit hard by flash flooding. 2 people died after floodwaters swept away a car in Wright County. Police say 6 people were in that car last night when it hit water on the road. 4 people were able to make it to shore, but 2 did not. In nearby Webster County, police are searching for a woman who was swept away by floodwaters. They say a vehicle with 3 people inside tried to cross a flood-covered bridge.
2 of them had gotten out and got on top of the roof of the car. A third one also got out and joined them on the roof of the car. One fell off, the other one swam to shore.
Missouri Highway Patrol says if you do come upon this high water, it is important, again, to turn around and go the way you came back and don't assume how deep the water is. And a reminder now, you can get the Weather First forecast on your phone. All you have to do is text the word weather to 314-425-5355. Now to the ongoing search for a missing Metro East man. Family members say they haven't seen Josh Amos in several days. New tonight, Robert Townsend spoke with his worried mother as the search continues.
It's been nearly a week since Josh Amos mysteriously disappeared. Each passing day is extremely tough on his loved ones.
I'm exhausted. I'm worried.
Family, friends, and Illinois State Police are searching for the 32-year-old Granite City man. His mom says surveillance cameras captured Amos on video leaving Scarlett's Cabaret in Washington Park around 5 a.m. on March 19th. Christina Simpson says around 7:28 a.m. her son was seen walking near EJ Trucking Company in East St. Louis. The 2 businesses are about 4 miles apart.
The area in which he disappeared, there's so many abandoned homes and houses and warehouses, and I think that's what scares me the most. It was really cold that morning.
On Friday morning and afternoon, Amos's loved ones returned to North 23rd and Lincoln Avenue in East St. Louis. They trekked alongside Illinois State Police and a search dog, hoping to find him. The dog picked up the missing man's scent, but still no sign of Josh.
Trying to sift through all of these different tips on what's a good tip and what's not has been very difficult. I just want to see him and hug him.
Simpson says at the time of his disappearance, her son was with 3 buddies and did not have his cell phone. Amos has 2 daughters, ages 8 and 11.
He's a good man. He's a good dad. My prayer is I just want to know he's alive at this point.
Amos's mom tells me they won't stop until they find her son. The family will be out searching again on Saturday. Meantime, they're offering a $2,000 reward to anyone who has information that will lead them to Josh. Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Today, charges were filed in a double homicide in Lincoln County. Davion McRoberts is accused of killing his grandparents, Kathy and Donald McRoberts, at their home in Troy. He was later arrested after walking into a psychiatric care center. He's charged with 2 counts of murder and armed criminal action. Tonight, the city of St. Louis is ramping up safety efforts downtown to protect visitors in town for a volleyball tournament. A pedestrian pathway has been extended between 7th and 10th Street on Washington Avenue. This comes a month after a Tennessee volleyball player lost her legs when she was hit by a driver outside of the Dome. The Downtown Community Improvement District say they are doing whatever it takes to keep visitors safe.
We're glad to see it. I'm sure it's frustrating for some of the drivers, but as tourists bringing, revenue into the city and happy to be here, we're happy to see that our players feel safe.
St. Louis Metro Police will have extra officers patrolling downtown this weekend. We'll see the same model next weekend for the Cardinals' first series of the season. Tonight, U City Police are looking for 4 men who broke into a pot dispensary overnight. Just after 2 this morning, the suspects pulled up to the Starbuds dispensary on Olive and broke into the front door. Once inside, they tried to get into the sales floor, but they were unsuccessful. Although the crooks left empty-handed, customers were turned away until Starbuds can reopen.
We are a little upset that it's already happened twice, once at this location and once at another. But we're very happy that, they have to be realizing they're just not getting product from us.
Police think this may be connected to other break-ins in the area overnight. The thieves were last seen in a stolen white Kia Forte with no license plate. Anyone with any information can call police. New at 10, the St. Louis teacher who died in the shooting at Central VPA High School will be recognized tomorrow. Jean Kushka will be honored with a posthumously with a single act of heroism award from the Congressional Medal of Honor Society. She was selected after she protected her students as the shooter entered her classroom, saving innocent lives. The ceremony is taking place tomorrow afternoon at Arlington National Cemetery. The city of Glendale is rallying around a beloved garbage truck driver after tragedy hit his family. Patrick Mack's daughter, Adasia Jackson, was killed during a domestic violence dispute last weekend. Mack is now in custody of her 2 kids. His extended family has now stepped in to help a man who is much more than a guy who picks up trash.
He is the prime example of trying to teach my kids, you get what you give. And so he puts that out into the world, and now he's getting it back.
A GoFundMe has raised over $37,000. If you want to help Patrick out, you can find the link on our website, ksdk.com, under the As Seen on TV section. You can also drop off direct donations at Vitale's Deli and Glendale City Hall. The Special Olympics Missouri Indoor Games are taking place this weekend in St. Charles. 5 on Your Side was there for tonight's opening ceremony at Lindenwood University. More than 1,500 athletes from across the state will take part in bowling and basketball competitions. Athletes had to qualify for the indoor games through their regional and area competitions. Also this weekend, the Schlafly Tap Room is turning into the Shucker Dome. The Stout and Oyster Festival is back, featuring 20 professional shuckers from across North America. 80,000 oysters were also brought in for the festival. Guests can pair oyster dishes with exclusive Schlafly stouts and listen to live music. The Stout and Oyster Festival runs from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. tomorrow. Coming up next, a celebrity sighting in St. Louis. The reason Nick Cannon is visiting the Lou. You may have spotted TV host and actor Nick Cannon in the bi-state today. He's in town this weekend to host the 2023 Future Superstar 4 at the Pageant. The show features performances by rising stars of music's next generation. We caught up with Cannon as he was out promoting his show.
And there's so much talent that have emerged over the years from St. Louis. And St. Louis is a city that embraces their own and supports their own all the way to the top.
He is not wrong there. Nick Cannon's Future Superstar Tour takes place tomorrow at the pageant. The doors open at 6 o'clock, and you can purchase tickets on livenation.com. Switching gears now to weather, meteorologist Jim Castillo joins us now for the Weather First forecast. And Jim, we've been following not only some flood issues here in our area, but some severe weather to the south.
Yeah, it's the same storm system too that affected us, but they're in that warmer, more severe sector of the storm. So our rain is finally moving out. After 2 days, we need a break. Here's Perry County, Missouri, the only flash flood warning that we had go into effect today. And of course, that goes until midnight. So still some rain in our eastern Illinois counties and a brand new redevelopment right here with that low still spinning around and moving to our north. We're going to get a wraparound back behind it. Otherwise, not too much rain left. But then here's that warm sector of the storm, tornado watches in purple, and these warnings. There's several tornadoes on the ground and some extremely large and dangerous, and they're nocturnal. So some cities being reported devastated tonight from those tornadoes. Back here at home, we have rain totals. Look at these amounts. I'll step out of the way. When you see the oranges and the yellows in here, 4 and 5 inches around Perry County, Missouri, hence that flash flood warning in that hilly area, the terrain there causing massive issues. And then we have accumulations up to the north around Pike County, Missouri of about a ½ an inch. And then south, up to 6 inches is what we're finding here in those orange shaded areas. So it was our southern counties hit hard, but even around the metro, I've seen amounts of 2.8 inches North County, and then around Washington, Missouri, near 3 inches in some spots, and also around Arnold, about 3 to 4 inches of rainfall. So finally, this is the Futurecast showing a little bit of shower activity after midnight tonight, and it kind of redevelops around midnight, and then 1, 2 a.m. I'd say most of this goes away. And it's a chilly night. Overnight lows near 40 degrees. And then tomorrow, after a cloudy start, some sunshine, and we should dry out nicely. Right now, the high for the day at 46 degrees and east-northeast wind at about 6 miles an hour. A 10-day forecast. Tomorrow's high 56, so close to average, but maybe a little bit below. 64 for Sunday. That's a little bit above average. Rain possible at night. It looks like a dry day. Very nice. Then on Monday, 57, 55 Tuesday, Wednesday, 60, all dry. And then as we get into Thursday, the Cardinals play. So we'll watch that chance for rain in here. And then Friday, rain and thunder looks likely 64. And by next weekend, we should be clearing up.
All right, Jim, and we will have updates on these developing situations in the South tomorrow on Today in St. Louis.
Absolutely.
And that does it for us tonight. Corey Miller is next with 5 on your sideline.